Hi everyone, welcome to the French Fat Quarter channel. My name is Marion, as you can hear I'm French, and today in this sewing tutorial we will be making a little handbag. Look how cute! Of course you can make the strap longer or shorter depending on who you're making it for. I'll explain everything you need to know at the beginning of the tutorial. Let's get started with the supplies you'll need. One French fat quarter, a pair of scissors. I also use smaller ones at the end, you'll see, to remove all the little threads. Some kind of pins, a chalk pen or an erasable marker is fine too, and a ruler to trace and mark your fabric. Just make sure your iron is never too far because you'll need it several times. The measurements I'm going to give you in the tutorial are perfect for like teenager or young adults with a chest circumference of about 35 inches. If your chest circumference is very different from that, just measure it and add about 10 to 15 inches at least, and you should get a strap that's more convenient for you. So let's get started with the cutting of the fabric. So have a look at this wonderful piece of graphic design that I made. So you will need to cut the French fat quarter into two big rectangles of 16.5 inches by 8, and then for the size of strap that I used, 4 small rectangles of 11 inches by 3 inches. If you want a longer strap, just add rectangles. You can fit at least 3 more in this French fat quarter, so that makes quite a long strap that you can do. So to get these measurements on the fabric, I'm just using my ruler and tracing the rectangles and then just cutting it. Of course, you can also use a rotary cutter if you have one. There you go, I have my 2 big rectangles and 4 small rectangles, and we'll start with the strap so you can put those on the side. The first thing we're going to do is to make those 4 rectangles, or 5 or 6, into a long rectangle. So you'll just need to place your fabric right sides facing. Just be careful if your fabric has a direction to put the pattern in the right direction, because if I put it like this, it's going to look not weird, but you know what I mean. So just make sure it's in the right direction and then place it on top of each other. And here you'll just stitch it with a 1/2 inch seam allowance here, and then you'll do the same with the next one so that it makes a long strap. And of course don't forget to start and finish your seam with a back stitch here and there. So it looks like this. Now go to your iron and press all your seam allowances flat. So I made some progress to show you the next step. We're going to create the strap. So go back to your iron and create 1 fold in the middle. So you just need to fold the strap in 2 this way. And then 1 fold on each side. That can be 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch. So that it creates this. And then you almost have your strap. We just need to stitch it together here on this side. And you can stitch as close as you can from the edge. So it's about like 1/8 of an inch or even closer to the edge. And there it is. The strap is finished. Now we go to the body of the bag. So you can take your larger rectangles and we'll do this almost the same thing on both. So you'll just fold 1 in 2. This way. You can iron it if it makes it easier for you, but you don't have to. And then we'll just sew it together on the side, on each side. So you can sew it 1/2 inch away from the edge. You can pin it in place to make sure it doesn't move. So this is your first one. It will be the outside of the bag. You'll do the same thing on the lining, the inside of the bag, but the only difference is that you'll leave an opening of about 2 inches right there. So because I'm so airheaded, I'm gonna put a mark there to remind me, like, do not stitch together. And so you can pin it in place as well, except here, so your back stitch will be here and you keep the opening here. Now take a pair of scissors and just cut this part right here. Do not cut the thread, of course, but it just needs to be open right there on the 4 sides. And that's just a way to make it easier to iron flat this way. So you can iron each seam open on each side of the fabric. Once you have this, make sure you see which one has the opening at the bottom and don't take this one, just take the other one. That's the outside. Now we're going to turn it to the right side. Make sure the corners are coming out here. And if they are not, I just found the best tweezers to do that. Just pinch a little bit. There, look at that. Now we're going to put the strap on the outside of the bag. On the right side, you just put the strap on the seam. There. Put it in place. You just need to make sure that the strap is pinned really like perpendicular to the edge of the fabric. And same thing on the other side, but make sure your strap is not twisted. When you put it on the other side, it should be like this. So you pin it this way. And once it's pinned, don't hesitate to check, like to wear it for good, for real, to make sure it's not twisted. And here you're gonna stitch it 1/4 of an inch away from the seam. And let me check. See, there, it's not twisted, so I can go and stitch it in place. Also, this stitch needs to be quite solid because that's where all the weight of the bag will be. So make sure you go back and forth several times or use a particularly strong stitch if your sewing machine has one. So mine is not super straight, but you can see I went back and forth several times. Now, time to put the lining and the bag together. So you're just going to open the lining and place the bag inside of it so that they're right sides together. There you go. And very important, put the strap somewhere between both. So I'll put it right here. And now we are going to line the two top edges together. So make sure you line the side seams as well. You can pin it in place. It will be easier to stitch. So it should look something like this with all the pins. And now stitch it near the top, 1/2 inch away from the edge. And pay attention to the fact that the strap should not be like, you should not be able to feel the strap anywhere near the future stitch. So the strap should all be there so that you don't sew it by accident. For this stitch, I had to remove the arm from my sewing machine, so you might have to do that. And there it is. And now is the time to take the whole bag out from the opening we left here. So make sure you do that delicately to avoid tearing anything. Can be a bit long, but take your time. There's no rush. And your bag should look this way now. So make sure you push the corners as far as you can. Use your tweezers if you need to. There you go. And here is the opening. So for this one, we're going to put the seam allowance back inside and just sew this part as close as you can to the edge. If you need to iron it to set it in place, that can be a good idea. And then you just stitch those 2 inches that are left. There, I'm finished, so I make sure I cut all the little threads before I put it back in the bag. And now the lining is getting inside the bag. Push the corners. There you are. It's almost finished. Looks nice. I'm happy about that. For the last step, we're going to top stitch this part here. So about 1/8 of an inch away from the edge. It will be both an ornament and will keep your bag in place. Just be careful when you get over the straps. There's quite a few layers of fabric at this point, so just go a bit slower and you should be fine. And that's it! Your bag is finished! Look how pretty! Et voila! You have your little handbag. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do make this bag, don't hesitate to post it on Instagram with the hashtag FrenchFatQuarters and tag me. My name is Marion Blush online. So I wish you all a very nice day and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye!